Good morning, Scotland. Good morning, social media land. I hope you are well. It is Monday, the 30th of May, 2022. There is something sinister afoot, something that could potentially destabilise the European continent even more so than the war in the Ukraine. And that is Johnson's vision of a new European Commonwealth. This Commonwealth would be made up of most of the Eastern European countries and Scandinavian countries, and Britain would be leading it from the top table. The signing a few weeks ago of bilateral defence pacts with NATO aspirants, Sweden and Finland, was the latest manifestation of an apparently concerted British drive to revive political ties with Eastern and Central European and Nordic countries that were previously natural UK allies before the Brexit rupture. The Italian newspaper Corriere della Sera called the idea a European Commonwealth and described it as a new system of political, economic and military alliances alternative to the European Union. The ego of the elite that run these islands, now seeing how getting Brexit done was actually the greatest political and economic own goal in the history of stupid decisions ever, now seek to create EU2, but without the big players of the EU, and they intend to lead it. This is incredibly dangerous. If it was to succeed, the implications of armed conflict will increase dramatically, perhaps even with the core members of the established EU, and especially with the likes of Johnson at the reins. This may appeal to some people, especially the Eurosceptic racists that will see the Eastern Europeans and Nordic countries as beneath them, as vassals of this new vision of an Imperial Britain, and all of a sudden they'll be welcomed back into the UK because they're our friends now. Yes, welcomed back to do the menial jobs they did before, but now for less money and less protections because they're not part of the EU. Is anyone else getting a reading on this vibe of British ultranationalism? Can you not see the authoritarian legislation that is in place for when the tipping point is reached for us to step over into this ultranationalism? I find this quote from The Guardian quite ironic. Johnson is undoubtedly sincere in prioritising Russia's defeat. For him, the war symbolises the global struggle between democracy and authoritarianism. And now he wants a new dawn for glorious Britain, a new empire forged in the battle with the great Russian bear in the east, with the help of our new allies, our new subjects within the new European Commonwealth. This is not made up, by the way. The report in Corriere della Sera was written by one of its correspondents at the World Economic Forum in Davos. It is based on anonymous sources who are aware of the talks and are taking part in the high-level meetings in Switzerland. It is actually being discussed as a possibility. The newspaper's report suggested the countries in the new bloc would be united by their diffidence towards Brussels and criticism of Germany's excessively timid response to the Russian aggression in Ukraine. Johnson first floated the idea to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky when he travelled to the Ukraine capital on April 9th. Since then, his government has lobbied Kyiv hard over the proposal, and again, Scotland has no choice but to be dragged along to this dystopic nightmare the same way we were dragged out of the EU in 2016. This is outrageous and ultimately terrifying, and the longer we remain in the Union, the tighter they will squeeze us, as they need Scotland to remain credible in this plan. They need Scotland to keep face, and they need Scotland's wealth and energy to stay on this course. I mean, think about it. If the Union cannot keep hold of Scotland, how on earth can they lead a new European Commonwealth? With everything that's going on, I have to ask you, are you yes yet? Thank you for listening. Goodbye and good luck.